Hello YouTube. So the question is it alright for a Christian to go to the Folsom Street Fair in San Francisco? Well, this Christian went to the Folsom Street Fair. I was actually looking forward to it. I had seen videos online, I had heard people talk about it. I'm not much into the leather and Levi crowd myself. That's just not my scene. I don't particularly enjoy pain associated with when I'm making love, so that's not an attraction. But just being among a different group of people that I wasn't familiar with was enough to interest me. In fact, that's sort of a parallel for my entire life, because I've always sought out different cultures. I've always sought out, meeting people from different parts of the world, or even different people along the political spectrum. So this was just one more experience for me to say that I attended it and got a chance to see what was going on. And to be honest with you, I was a little disappointed. People had talked so much about it, that it was this wild and crazy thing happening on the streets of San Francisco, or on one street in San Francisco, that it didn't seem all that wild and crazy to me when I was there. Looked like a lot of fun. My whole trip to San Francisco was not what I was expecting it to be. I did have in my mind that I would be doing, or Bruce and I would be doing more things around, around the Castro, or maybe going to different clubs in the evenings to just see what's going on. We ended up not doing really any of that, but everything that we did do was so much fun, I can't even tell you. Now, initially I chalked that up to being old, or I should say older. And I was in bed by midnight most days. I really didn't have the desire to go out and hit the clubs. I was loving being in love with Bruce and watching him experience everything that he had arranged, as well as things that we got to do together. So Folsom was nice. In terms of whether a Christian can go there, absolutely. I sort of subscribe to the point of view that I'm able to go anywhere and do anything, and it is my responsibility then to make sure that I am living a Christian life and following the principles taught by Jesus Christ. I can do that at a gay bar, I can do that at a church, I can do that in a park. It just really doesn't matter where I'm at. One final story before I go. The very first day, or I should say the second day that I was in San Francisco, I had a chance to go over to Sausalito, and I was picked up there by my friend Steve Goldman, who gave me a tour of really all the natural wonders that are just across the Golden Gate Bridge in Marin County. And one of those, one aspect of his tour was he took me to the top of Mount Tam, where when you go along the observation trail that wraps around the entire top of the mountain, you have this incredible view, 360-degree view, looking from the Pacific Ocean all the way across the bay, all the way across Marin County, and back to the Pacific Ocean. So that put me in touch with God in a way that it usually does. Anytime I'm in nature, anytime I see these magnificent mountains or whatever the natural environment is, that's when I always feel closest to God. And I felt close to God being on top of there and just in wonder and awe of all that He has done for you and me. So, go to Folsom, check it out, see what you think, make up your own mind. All right? Bye, YouTube.